So this is how a flat is formed. So let's label it. So now we get our A. We get our B. And then we get our C. The same applies here, we get our A, B, C. Then from there we get our 1. So this one is an impulse, remember? 2, 3, 4, 5. So by doing so, now we get our. So let's assume this one is we get our that's our C. Then that's our B. That's our C. That's our A, sorry, man. That's our A. Okay, so this is how a regular plate is formed. But in this scenario, how is it gonna be like? It's gonna be like this. That's your regular plate. So it's gonna be from that point to give you A, then to give you B. So mostly this B, it comes and retraces in the what do you call in the zone? Remember that zone? Yeah, it comes and retraces in the zone. Our wave 2 zone. And then you get your C. Then you see it won't take out this bottom. So that's your regular plate. So in this scenario, it's something like this. Your market goes. Your market. So yeah, that's so remember here there's 3, and then there's 5. So did you get it? So that's the concept for all these plates.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a regular flag.
That's your regular plate, this one.
Okay.
Did you get this one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 3, 3, 5. Okay.
So the first one that I draw, remember, is the principle of these plates. It's gonna be like that. It doesn't change. So now the irregular plate, now it's opposite. It's gonna be this way. And then now your wave B. Remember, your wave B is the one which comes and takes away your previous high for your wave A. For wave A formation, takes it away. I don't know how much, but it takes it away. And then it comes back inside. So it gives you that false breakout. Then it comes and pass again the high low, the low pattern. So that's your that's your irregular flat. And then from there the market goes the direction it was going.
So what are the properties of irregular flag?
Okay, so now the how you gonna determine irregular plate? So the properties of these plates, they are the same. Remember those ones that I gave you. But now the thing
Yes.
is like, now, how do you know what type of a flake is this one? This is whereby now, this high, this point and this point, they take away, they disrespect what we call wave A. Remember on the regular plate, the wave B, it respects so much wave A. I believe you saw that. So this is your A, and that's your B. And then now you get your C. So can you see the difference now? So the properties are the same. They will never change. Meaning to say there's three here, there's A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the properties of plates. But now we are distinguishing the difference between the types of plates.
So B and C, they take.
Sorry?
Okay, so B goes over A.
Yes, so B takes
C.
away and then the previous high. So where A started, so A started here again. So it comes and takes it away at this point. And then also C, he comes and takes away the low here at this point. So that's an irregular plate or an expanded plate. So actually what I'm saying, this is an expansion. So it was expanded here. So it's an irregular, it's not a regular plate. But remember, whereas the regular plate now, it comes inside. Remember, we said it comes in the zone of wave 2, somewhere there. And then it respects this point. That's a regular plate. It respects that point. Something like this. This is a regular plate. But with irregular, it does the opposite. Okay. And then the third one is the running flat. Now with our running flat, let's assume we have something like this. So same scenario, we're gonna use the same direction. It's an uptrend. So we've got our wave A. Okay. And then we've got our wave B. So now this time around now with the running flat, remember with the, I'll show you the difference. With the running flat, it's the same here. They respect this level, both of them. But now with my C now, my C, it will never, or it will never touch the bottom. You see that? So with my C, now, and then it just loops and then it goes from that point. That's a running flat. That's your running flat, this one. So it goes again, your A. And then it comes into here. Then it comes to give you a C there. Okay, this is your A. So this is a running flat. So the difference is here. So normally also same applies here, it comes in the zone. So it comes in the zone. So there it is. So now a lot of us as traders now will misunderstand or miselaborate these things. So now some they'll think like this is now wave 1, wave 2, and then it's going. But and then you found out like when it breaks out, like in this scenario, again you think like, okay, now it's going. This is my wave 1, wave 2, and then you find out it breaks out at this point. But now when it is supposed to come and retrace here for your wave, like it's supposed to retrace somewhere out here, again for wave 4, because this will be 1, 2. And then you find out it comes back inside. See? Meaning to say now, the thing is like you misunderstood this pattern, because some they would think like it just did an ABC here.
1, 2.
Yeah, but now the problem is now, that's why I said there's more of attention which is needed, because remember here there are 3 waves, gentlemen. Okay, let's rather do it. Let's go deeper with them, because this way that I'm doing it, you can't trade with this way. Because it's too simple. You think like these things are too easy. Yeah, but you find out like no, these things will show me flames. So let's rather explain them a little bit more deeper. What exactly I'm trying to talk about here. Yeah. Hey, because you know this theoretical life, it's just it's way different from the reality now. But it feels like it's so simple when it's theoretical.
Yeah,
It's so easy. It's so it's honey and milk. So we get because I've seen a lot of traders, they miss it that way and they miss it too much. And it's so painful. Like, and then now an illegal trader, he call himself a mentor or whatever, but he can't he can't see the difference of this thing. Now that guy, you go and say like that one is a wave 1, but how can it be a wave 1 on people? Okay. So the reason why I'm trying to make these things equal, remember, there's a rule which says A is equals to B. And then also the other thing that you have to know, this A, it can act as an impulsive wave. There can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside. Then to give you A, B, C. So you see what the market is actually giving you. You tell, but it won't be easy, because remember these things, they fall under the construction of a wave. So all this that we're talking now is the whatever the past, but you'll be what, you'll be predicting the future. So it won't be easy. That's why I always say you must be flexible. You must be flexible. That's why you see when you are doing a lot waves, it's not like you give it a name like this is wave 1 and then you end there. So yes, it can be wave 1, okay, it's fine. Or it can be a W. You get what I'm saying? So yes, it can be W. So all those impulsive waves. That's why you saw even on that triangle, it can be wave 1, or it can be wave 4, or it can be what? It can be wave B. You get what I'm saying? So people, they must understand all those things. Like the problem is now when you give it a name and then it doesn't happen that way, and then that's a problem. So now we get this one, and then we get this 2, and then we get this 3. Then we get this 4. Then we get this 5. So let's check this 5. Is it falling in this one? Okay, yeah. So you remember the zones, it's either 61.8 or 78.6. Those are our zones. And then now the market, it goes right. So it's something like this in reality. So now you get your B, and you get a C. Remember, this is a running flag. So what I was saying, I was explaining to you guys, like, you see, if you measure from this point, it actually corrects here, in the zone. But so now a lot of people, they misunderstand it. Like, you think, okay, let's give a name this one. Let's just say it can be please just hold on for me. So 1 second, there's someone trying to call me. Let me respond them with a message. So Okay, thank you. So we said, okay, let's say this is what wave 3, right? Let's just say assume it's a wave 3. So it can be wave 3 or wave A, or as well, like I mean, or wave W, because those are the structures that we can get here, right? So meaning to say this point it can be wave 4. So this one it can be 4. What are the other corrections? It can be B. Because this B is saying that if it's not 3, okay, I'll explain them right first, because you'll be surprised, like, why am I putting these O's there to me? Right, like that. So it can be as X. So what I'm saying is that if this is 3, then this is 4. But if it's not 3, if this is A, then this is B. But if it's not A, if it's W, then this is X. You see? Do you see those relations? So they are uniform. Like those are the types of corrections or types of waves that we get. Like from this point, we are going to
Explain this again.
Okay, I'm saying.
Explain this again.
Let's assume this is 3, né?
Yes.
This is 3. So we get A, B, C, but it's in a flat. To get 4, this 4. So if this is 3, now this becomes 4. But if this is A, remember A also is an impulsive wave, right? Now this correction is B, because B falls under corrective wave. Okay, let's say if this is W, remember also W is an impulsive wave from the zigzag. Remember what? 535. Then this is 1, 2, 3 to give us X. So you see how these things they just get into each other. They are uniform like this. So you have to be able to detect and to use that information all at once. So that's why I was saying, as traders, we must learn to be flexible at this point. Meaning to say that it can be 3, it can be 4, but if it's not 4, it can also be A, it can also be B. So knowing that what structure can come out from that point. So that's why I was saying that if you are trading this trade, what you do is you have to make sure that your first target is the previous high, this point. Because someone can come and say, okay, A, B, C, of which this A, B, C, it can give you, it can be in the zone of wave 4. It can be in the 38.2%. Let's assume it's in the 38.2%. So now we are applying the reality of this thing. Yeah, we're applying the reality. I wanted to fall in the zone, okay, but let's say so it's somewhere around there in the zone, it's fine. So you can trade this one, this leg. But now if you're buying from this point, actually, of course, it is in the zone of wave 4, right? So as a person, it can be a single correction. It can be a single zigzag in this point because it can give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to give you A and then A, B, C, and then to give you this. So it can be, it's fine. It can correct with a single zigzag. It depends with what happened in the wave 2. So if my wave 2 was weak, I'll expect a shallow, if my wave 2 was strong, I'll expect a shallow correction in wave 4. So that's why I say it can be a single correction. It goes up. But now, as a trader, my take profit target, number 1, take profit target number 1 is this one, because there might be a retracement there. So I'll target there. Then I take my profit, it retraces. Then when it comes and break out that level, I will target this point. So these are my 2 take profit targets. Then I'll wait to see now what's the structure, what's happening. So at this point, I don't trade. If I'm to trade, I'll come again. My take profit target number 1 is at this point. Again, these points. So if they come and take them out, I'll see now. And then my the swing trade one is at this point. Meaning to say you're giving that market the room. So if it doesn't come here, now I'll wait. Because now I've got this leg, and then I will have this one, and then this structure. Now I can be able to what? To detect like what is happening now. You get what I'm saying? So the market can give you all this. So it can be A, B, C. Again, and then it gives you. After that, when now you think like, okay, now it's going, but after this A, B, C, A can be formed as a what? As a running flat. Then this can be A. Then they'll come again, they'll come again and correct again. It continues. But so your target again is at this point. So we have to be that flexible to say, okay, this can happen, this cannot happen. That's why I was saying that these waves, they are inside waves. So there's a wave inside another wave. So there is a possibility of the correction extending, especially nowadays. That's what these markets are doing. They don't give you these simple corrections, like, so they make it a little bit harder. Okay, gentlemen, if you are getting lost, please, yeah, you can just let me know, because now the way that I'm explaining, it's actually what happens in the market. Do you have any questions here?
So this is what they call a head and shoulder. In some traders, they call it head and shoulder from A2.
Okay, this one, at this point, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
at this point, remember what I did. Normally head and shoulder. Okay, let's do the structure for head and shoulder.
Inverse head and shoulder.
Yeah, it can be. But I was trying to say, remember, this one, I'm just elaborating. It's not that perfect, but yeah, it can be that way, but it's not that perfect. But normally, I will show you how we normally do the head and shoulder pattern. But let's do it on the other session, because this one is now expiring.
Okay. Now, what I wanted to ask is that so you find the inverse head and shoulder, so you find it in a correction.
That's what I was like. I'm gonna explain on the next on the next session. Where do we normally get the head and shoulders, and how do we get them?
Yes.
And then
Okay.
Yeah. So all these structures, these people, they talk about the head and shoulders, the harmonic pattern, what else? They give them names, guys. They are derived from this price action. And price action is yellow waves. There's nothing different. There's no other price action. So when they talk about price action, they're talking about yellow waves. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Any questions about the plates? So remember, we've got 3 types of plates that we did. Number 1, we have a regular plate. And then number 2, we have an expanded plate or irregular plate. Then number 3 is a running plate. And we explain, we say that plates, they are actually the properties of plates. It's a 3-5 correction, meaning to say our A, you get 3 waves, in our B, you get 3 waves, and then in our C, you get 5 waves. And then from there, we have we have this we spoke about the triangles, and we say that triangles is a 5-5-5 correction, meaning to say we get 3 waves in each and every corrective plane, but it's correct like A, B, C, D, E. So in A, you get 3 waves, in B, you get 3 waves, in C, you get 3 waves, in D, we get 3 waves, and then in E, we get 3 waves. That's our triangle. And with our zigzags, so we said our zigzags, we get 5-3-5 correction. In A, it's 5, in B, it's 3, and then in C, it's 5. So these are the 3 types of corrections that we're gonna deal with from now until forever, because that's the trading part now. So now we're gonna do more practicals on those ones. So please apply these principles that I've given you every time when you practice. Some of them, they are hidden. Remember, the impulsive waves, sometimes they come as a motive wave. So yeah, don't confuse the two. It can be a motive wave to give you leg C, or wave 3, or wave 1, or wave W, or wave C. Those are the impulsive waves that we get. So it can be a regular impulsive,